很多朋友们都问我们，安妮是在什么样的地方长大的？她家里有一块地，这地到底有多大？她家是不是大地主？ Annie, why don't you talk about how you grew up?
So I grew up in 2 acres of land surrounded by 100 acres of field, and most of the land was not for farming. It was just to play on, like just to run around. I liked running and taking photos as a kid, so I did a lot of that in our backyard.
What did you grow in your backyard?
In our backyard we had chickens, which I guess isn't really growing, but they gave us eggs. And then we also had a garden that had zucchini and tomato, and we have an apple tree too. That's a bit newer though.
Where was your house compared to the field? Was it in the field?
Our house itself is in between a bunch of fields, but there's a highway that runs through it. So if you go into Hershey, you pass by all these fields, and then my house is just kind of there in the middle of all the field.
How big was your house? They all think that Americans live in big houses that are very expensive, and you guys are all very rich.
You know, after being to China, I can see why you would think that. Our house is very big, but it's because we have a very big family. I have 2 other siblings, so it was my mom, my dad, myself, my younger sister, and my younger brother, and 3 cats and a bunch of chickens, and that was all of us in the house. So we all had to fit. And so to like be able to fit in the house, and also like you don't go many other places either. We're pretty far from our neighbors. Like it's not like we just go down the hall. You have to like go down the street, get in a car and drive.
And who works in your family?
My dad works full-time. He is a music teacher, and he's worked for his whole life at the same school doing the same job. He's a middle school music teacher. And my mom, she used to be a reading specialist for like preschool age, and then she was a substitute teacher for a really long time, and now she works for a listening nonprofit that also has partnerships in China.
Wow. How much did the field and the house cost?
When my parents bought the property in 1996, I think, maybe 1998, it cost them like $150,000. It's worth a lot more today, but because it's next to a highway, that's deemed like not as nice. If we didn't live on a highway, it would probably be worth more, but we live on a highway.
How many cars do you have?
We have 3 cars because they keep breaking down, so only 2 of them ever work at one time.
You have 2 Toyotas and a Buick, right?
A Buick, yeah.
还有一个问题就是安妮他们家住在相对是农村一点的地方，就是美国的农村，跟中国的农村不太一样。但是具体他们家的水跟电都是从哪里来的呢？
Our electricity and our water is heated with solar panels, and so when the sun like heats it, the solar panels send the electricity to the electricity company, who then kind of like keeps track of it and then just sends it to our house, and then that's how we use our water. And we have a generator too, so if the power goes out, which it does a lot, because the power grid is it's powering a lot of different houses from a large area. So when the power goes out, like if there's a big storm or a flood or something like that, we have a generator that's... If you have questions or you want to see anything about my home, comment down below and I'll show you.